people who don't know, this is the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan. This is where they were born after they were destroyed. Just for you. Everything you've been seeing, the police, discrimination in housing, a fucked up education, fucked up banking system, fucked up politics, are all tied to the KKK. You don't believe that, you don't know shit about this country. So what we gonna do is we gonna pay a visit to their home. Because we ain't talking to the police no more. They just work for the KKK. We ain't talking to the government no more because they are the KKK.
That's right.
We ain't talking to the banks no more because they are the KKK. We ain't talking to most white people because y'all are the KKK.
None of them.
Don't tell me that you ain't never been a slave on a motherfucker. I ain't never been a slave.
That's right.
But you riding around in my car.
That's right.
Won't even let me ride in the motherfucker, right?
Hallelujah.
So I'm not talking to them no more. I want the heart of the Ku Klux Klan to hear me no matter where the fuck you are. I'm in your house.
That's right.
Where you at? You made a threat. We don't threaten. We don't scare. Because we don't care.
And we don't fuck around.
You threaten us, we gonna threaten you.
That's right.
You said you gonna start shooting white people at 8 o'clock, we gonna start shooting, black people at 8 o'clock, we gonna start shooting white people at 8:05. Threat, counter threat. Because threats don't mean shit to us. Y'all been threatening us since Birmingham. I ain't seen shit. Well, it's July the 4th. And all you scary ass Negroes that pass that shit around, look at what the fuck you did. You made blacks come out. I don't see no white militia. So to the boogie boys, the 3%ers, and all the rest of you scared ass rednecks, we here. Where the fuck you at? We in your house. Let's go. NFAC, motherfucker.
NFAC.
All right, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, salutations to Akim that's out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. Now, as you can see, that group, what was it called again?
Not fucking around.
Right, coalition, right? And Jake is the head of it. And pretty much, the Lord is, rousing these people's spirit up, especially Jake, because, they've been, we've been suffering from some time. But the warfare is not a carnal warfare, it's a spiritual warfare, So there's basically, 2 points we can grab from what we're seeing here, which is Jake being roused up, but, they're not coming in the right spirit, really. To them, they're doing everything right, fighting, standing up and fighting against these so-called white people, these devils, man, which, they're going to keep pump faking. They're not gonna fight Jake head up, They're gonna Esau is a coward, so they're gonna keep pump faking. But I'm gonna start in Genesis 49:9. It says Judah is a lion's whelp, all right, meaning a lion's son, all right. From the prey, my son, thou art going up, okay, and that's pretty much what's been happening. Our people have not been the top of the food, on top of the food chain, so to speak. We've been at the bottom of the food chain, suffering, and basically being targeted. And we were as the prey, but now the spirit, the spirit is tuning up in Babylon, so to speak. All right, and so it's not just like a race war, but it's what do you call it?
Class war.
A class war, So it's not just black versus white. It's white versus white. It's black versus black. Democrat against Republicans and all. It's very diverse because the spirit of division is heavy in Babylon. So I continue, Salaki. It says, he stooped down, he couched as a lion and as an old lion, all right? And that's the spirit that Jake was in. They was crouching like old lion and they was gone up from the prey, meaning they wasn't, pouncing. Now Jake is in that spirit because they being provoked to pounce, all right? But they're not coming in the right spirit. All right, even though they might think so. Okay, it says, "Who shall rouse him up?" All right, and obviously the Lord is doing it. Through Esau. All right, because they getting tired. But how are they supposed to fight back? Through this word, leaning upon the Lord. Now, this guy, he believes in the Creator, but he calls him Yah. Jake has a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So
I get that precept.
okay, come on. They got a zeal, but the warfare is a spiritual warfare, which that's their lot anyway. We're not mad at them. They basically doing what they feel is right through the Spirit, and the Spirit is on them to fight back. So this is gonna be a hell of a show. Especially what's going down in Babylon, man.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved."
Yeah. So we want all our people to be saved, man. Paul wanted all the people to be saved, but they're not going to be saved. Right?
"For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge."
Right. So their main focus is to bear arms, and fight back. You're supposed to fight back with the spiritual means, which is the greatest weapon ever known to mankind, which is this Bible.
It says, "For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteous, and going about to establish their own righteousness,
Yeah.
have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushai."
Yeah. Which is being spiritual men. Now they may say we're cowards and all of that. We far from cowards. In fact, we are the front line. We are the biggest threat to Esau. Y'all not, because they can take y'all out with a drone strike. So it's about moving smart. It's about moving wise. But once again, that's their lot. We can't do nothing about that. They can't do nothing about it. They was created for this purpose. Now it might be invigorating to see them, stand up, and it's entertaining, man. But at the same time, it's prophecy.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on my screen too. You got it though. You can go.
Cool. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahushua, who in presence am base among you, but being absent am bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh." And
Right.
that's exactly what that guy thinks, man. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right. And so we got the most mighty weapon on this planet Earth, because these words are divine words, and these words alone is pulling down this society. And when that time comes, when they do come in like a flood, the angels is going to defend us. Daniel 12:1, and this guy calling on Yah, he's saying Yah, we know his name, Yahweh. Yah is just short for Yahweh, all right? This guy's, pretty much has a zeal, but he doesn't understand what the real warfare is, You can't fight fire with fire, And what I mean by that, you can't fight this carnal ass Esau, the so-called white man, with his blessing. The weapons was his blessing. All right? Spirituality is our blessing. Okay? It's lucky.
Just a quick precept off of that. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way."
And that he is the Most High Yahweh. Daniel 17, what is it, 4 and 17? It's the Lord Yahweh who is letting, all right? And when he finds a fine time, which the scriptures say he has set the bounds that they cannot pass, when he finds a fine time, that's when the Lord is going to bring him down. In fact, he's bringing him down by his own his own ignorance.
This Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Right. And so the Lord is the one that rules in the kingdom, within the kingdom. All right. It's the Lord that's sanctioning men to do whatever he wants them to do. All right. And this is the time of great division. This is the time of great confusion. All right. This is the time that all men's hands going to be against each other. All right. Because that's how the Lord is judging. All right.
All right. Just back at that 2 Thessalonians, it says, verse 7, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Perfect.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Esau, Edom. Yep. The so-called white man. Salaki.
No, you got it. Because he is being revealed. You know, all Jake, they know that this devil was the devil.
Right. Now they see all this oppression and shit. Now they like, yeah, this man is the devil.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right. Right. Which that goes back into the spiritual warfare. He's consuming them with the spirit of his mouth, which starts with his prophets. Because these are divine words that's coming out of our mouth, which is not our words, is straight from the scriptures, is straight prophecy. All right, it's the divine laws of the Lord, and that's what's bringing down this society.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's right. And the Lord is a angelic being, all right, so to speak, a celestial with all power, man. All right. Let me see. There's a point that I wanted to grab. Precept that just came to my mind. Salak here. All right. So yeah. I got Isaiah 54 and 15 real quick.
Cool.
All right. It says, behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. All right. And that's you Israelites, man. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you're not gathering in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, yeah, that's what I want to get. Wait ye upon the Lord, those that wait ye upon the Lord. Come. You know, that's how we're going to be saved. Those that wait upon the Lord, not those that's hasting and doing their own thing. All right, which we're going to see how that thing ends up, man. When this turmoil boils over, we're going to see who the Lord is dealing with. As it says in 2nd Ezra 68, 2nd Ezra 16, in around the 72nd verse, you know, then shall they know who the elect is. Okay, so it says, whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake. All right, so they not gathering together by the Lord. All right, you got it.
What's the precept again? You said.
Oh, I can look it up real quick. My bad.
Into the wrong one.
If you got anything, you can go. But and it's plenty of scriptures that say it, and I'll just go down the line. Psalm 62 and 1, it says, "Truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High; from Him cometh my salvation." Not in your weaponry. All right, your true weapon is the Lord. All right. Let me see. Yeah. Psalms 123 and 2, it says, "Behold, as the eyes of servants look unto the hand of their masters," all right, "and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord Yahweh, our power, until that He may have mercy upon us." And the same Jake's talking about Yah this, and they believe in God. They not all in one mind, and they'll condemn us for saying we need to wait upon the Lord, when the scriptures tell you that. But they say they they call upon Yah or whatever the case may be. They're hypocrites. All right.
Yeah.
In the same breath, they'll call us cowards. But we reading straight from the scriptures, which shows you they don't believe in these scriptures.
Exactly. This is Song of Solomon chapter 8 verse 4. It says, I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love until he please.
Yeah, until he please. So wake not up the love which is our Lord, all right, until he please, man. That's the same thing as waiting upon the Lord, man, and not making haste, you know.
X-Men gave you a perfect example. Magneto, I think it was like the third X-Men, when they I think, who was they fighting? They was fighting against Esau.
Mm-hmm.
And then they sent the rookie was in. He told the girl. I think he told Phoenix or Jean. Hold up, go ahead. Let the foot soldiers go first. They ain't finna go first. Let them go first so we can see what they working with, what they doing. Then he sent that next wave, and then he sent that last wave. Same thing that's going on with Yahushua. Yahushua, like, here, let them foot soldiers go in. Because the Lord got steps and things that he want to happen. Then when he come back and give his elect men power with the angels, we're going to finish the place off. Yahweh is how we have the elect, man. That's how this is going, man. So you have to have patience. Patience means to suffer, man.
That's right, Khan.
Patience and understanding. You have to understand the will of the Lord, man. You got to understand that all this was supposed to happen in order to get to the next step. The steps in the war, man. So all y'all doing is showing that y'all don't have no real understanding, man. Y'all not war-minded. You should be war-minded, so to speak, in the time that we living in right now, because we are at war, spiritually and finna be physically, man. So
Isaiah, now it ain't nothing wrong with getting you something to defend yourself, but going out there and basically taking heed to Esau's pump fakes, because they're gonna keep pump fake. They're not gonna meet you head to head, man. These so-called white people are not built like that, okay? But this is Isaiah 51:5. It says, my righteousness is near. My salvation is going forth, and mine arms shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, all right? And on mine arm shall they trust, all right? And his strength shall they trust, all right? That's what it means by arm, all right? This is Zephaniah 3:8, and I'm this is right here. Zephaniah 3:8 says, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. All right. And so the Lord is, and you know, this is pertaining more so towards World War III, but the Lord is bringing division and bringing all these nations against each other for his purpose. Now, Jake is basically emotional, and these so-called white people know you emotional. We're an emotional people, all right? And they're going to use that against you, okay? And so Jake going to get caught up in these what you call race tension, racial tensions, which is mostly being generated by the media. You know, we know the tension has already been there for hundreds of years, but they gonna stir the pot, and a lot of you Jakes gonna get caught up in out there just like these guys, because they fed up, they tired, they can't stand seeing Esau in the position that they're in, and that's why the scriptures say, you know, envy not thou oppressor, because one of the statements he made, he said that you riding around in my car, you know, because, you know, he was alluding to the statement that all white people make, that they're not a master or a slave owner. And he said, well, I'm not a slave. And then he said, but you riding around in my car. So that shows us that you envious of your oppressor. And the scriptures tell you not to be envious of the oppressor, man. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, because, we all know our history and how they benefited off us and how we ain't got nothing coming from them.
Right.
But that's why we was given the truth. And that's why you started it off with the Lord. We Israelites, this, that, because you got some belief in you.
Yeah.
But you ain't got it all, man.
Right.
You know? But this is the No, this is Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil,
Perfect.
neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment."
Yeah.
So y'all not supposed to be out there, man, because y'all doing evil, man.
Yeah.
Y'all going against Yahweh Shai himself. Yahweh Shai himself. The Lord set this establishment up and these Edomites to rule this world and have this to be a sword to
Yeah.
keep Jake in check.
Yeah.
So after the KKK come through and y'all get into y'all little scuffle, they gonna call in the National Guard for real, with the tanks if they need to, or the armored vehicles. You know, they got the planes and everything, man.
Yep.
They got warfare that, you know, that so detrimental to you that they don't even got to be there. They just send out flies and stuff, insects, small insects that'll kill the whole crowd off. So y'all marching and moving in the wrong spirit, man.
Yeah. And it's only time will tell. Time gonna tell. We know what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
You know? This is Psalm 17 and 13, just to back up what you were saying. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right? And see, Jake don't understand that we the ones that went off. We transgressed, and the Lord, he the one that gave us, hit us with that fatal blow. All right? He the one that's put us in that position. And our job was to consider that and turn back to the Lord fully and wholly, you know? And that's why Jake in that position. But Jake want to override that. They want to go about it in the other way. The scriptures talk, you read it, they want to establish their own righteousness, you know? So we finna see what's going to happen, man. Real quick, Psalm 73 and 3, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." So he was foolish, all right? Okay, because he was envious at them for the riches that they had. It says, "For there are no bands in their death, of course, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." And that's these Edomites. They don't get shot down and disregarded on a daily basis, all right? They don't get publicly scrutinized like we do, you know? It says, "Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment." So it's like the violence is like, it's what they wear, basically. It's like a chain. It's covered them as a chain, man, you know? So, of course, they're going to be proud and you know, they're going to be stout and all of that. But that don't mean nothing, man, all right? It says, "Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily." And we understand that, okay? It says, "They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth." All right? We know they're against God. Therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, "How doth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High?" All right? Because the Lord is revealing their secret parts, man. All right, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning." All right, which all of us go through that. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I shall offend against the generation of thy children. All right. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then understood I their end. So we understand their end, man. You know, regardless if they're prospering or not, we're not to be envious of them. All right, because we in that sanctuary and we understand that the Lord got a one up on them, man. Psalm 37 and 1. "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." All right. Let me see. It's one that
All
I
you
want.
gonna be doing is what he doing.
Right.
Walk around mad and ready to put your hands on somebody. We killing any motherfucker. Look at the name that they came up with. The name is a big joke.
Yeah.
Y'all can be serious and don't tell people y'all serious.
Right.
I ain't, I don't remember too many names, but as far as establishments that they got, as far as black militias and white militias and everything, that's the one of the most fucked up name I didn't heard.
Yeah.
We don't play no fucking games. All right.
Yeah. And the Lord said they were gonna move. The wicked only rule for a short time anyway, man. You know, so you know, hey, this is where it's at though. Calling upon the name of the Lord Yahweh while Yahweh Shai and one consent, and not making haste and doing your own thing. Because those that you're gonna be an example for those that come after that try to do the same thing. Because really, you're going against the Lord, whether you know it or not. You're tempting the Lord.
That's it.
You know. Because, hey, let me get that Daniel. Because it tell you straight out how we going to be saved. And you Israelites know that this white man is coming down. If you can, get Revelations 12 and 12, and then we're going to close out. Daniel 12 and 1. Well, you can read that first.
All right, this is our Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time."
Right, and that devil is a so-called white man. All right, and why is he coming down with wrath with his new world order? Because he know he has a short time. All right, you may not know, but he knows that he doesn't have much time because the Lord is coming. All right, the Lord is coming, and he's seen certain anomalies, seen certain signs that to basically back up his claim. So this devil is shaking in his boots. And you Jakes don't understand that you dealing with low-level Edomites.
Yep.
You dealing with low-level Edomites, man. They are nobody, man. Pump faking. That's all they doing, man. You know? That's all they doing. Okay? Don't get yourself caught out there, because there's plenty of stories in the scriptures that tell you that, you know, Jake, our people make haste, and then they get put to death because they try to be the hero. All right, but they're going against the Lord. In fact, that's in Maccabees. But this is Daniel 12 and 1, and I got to get that for them. All right, because that's an example.
That's what I was thinking about. When someone you started speaking, the Spirit said Maccabees. We even got to finish it.
Spirit con. Daniel 12 and 1, it says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people." So we got angels that stand for us, man. All right. As the Lord said, "Vengeance is mine, thus said the Lord." All right. And of course, when time comes, he is going to use us to get rid of all our enemies. All right. He's going to give us that power, but we don't make haste above the maker. All right. It says, "Which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." All right. And most of our people, y'all just 2/3. All right. 2/3, which is going to be wiped off. And that's a, you know, that's the majority of you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. But the 1/3 is going to be brought through the fire, all this turmoil that's about to take place, and saved. Okay.
Yeah, there's an elect in Israel. There's an Israel of the Most High in Israel. The chosen, the ones that's going to actually follow what the Lord has said to do, you know, and be delivered. And the rest of the Israelites going to try to take up arms.
Right. So I got two more. This is 1 Maccabees 3 and 19. It says, "For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of an host," all right, meaning army, "but strength cometh from heaven." All right. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us. And that's how these Edomites are coming. All right. And our wives and children, and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. All right. Which is the pure word of this Bible, man, because it's true. All right. It says, "Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them." All right. So we're not afraid of them. So y'all can call us cowards because you standing out there with a gun. And that gun was a blessing given to Esau, the so-called white man. All right. Which you're not going to win, bro. You're not going to win, bro. Y'all going to lose horribly. All right.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2. "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him."
Right,
Talking about Esau, man. Esau is a wicked man, man. Perverse. "But the just shall live by his faith." Right, so in order to survive what's coming, You have to live by the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
That's right.
Verse 5, it says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, which is his philosophies, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. So no matter where this white man go, he's as death all over the world.
Yeah.
Through his military. So what might and what do you think y'all can actually do, man?
Right.
Y'all thinking it's gonna stop with just the KKK and getting all the blacks to rise up and all that? It's not finna stop. You ain't even finna get the majority black vote, nigga. Like for real, a lot of black people ain't with that. What y'all with? Esau done divided and conquered us. They gave us all types of religions, all types of reasons to come up against each other on top of the curses, man. So y'all in that little bitty multitude or that little group that y'all got, and if y'all got other establishments, it's not gonna be enough, cause the Lord, the one who's dealing. One more.
This one in Acts too, the one that's talking about. I think he rose up against the Romans.
Yeah.
He was smitten. I can't quite remember.
That's one of my favorite ones. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll look for it after this. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah.
Right, man. So you have to endure unto the end. You claim yourself to be an Israelite.
Right.
The scripture I just read, it's from Yahweh Shai, Matthew. This is Matthew. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. So you got to go through the tribulation like everybody else and watch everybody else get involved with this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find it for some
To boast of himself to be someone
Yeah.
or something. This is Acts.
Slocky, bear with us real quick.
Yeah, I'm close. I just want to get the point because
Yeah, because this time happens time and time again. History repeats itself, and there ain't nothing new under the sun. You know.
This is Acts chapter 5, verse 29.
Okay.
It says, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Right? And in this case, man, a lot of these groups and establishments that's being set up got agents in them.
That's right.
And the agents won't take them to riot. Remember the whole Black Lives Matter and the riots that happened with that. They showed you the police and undercovers was setting up the stones and everything to get Jake them to riot, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing going on with a lot of these groups, and not all of them.
Right.
It says, when we supposed to obey Yahweh Shema Shai, sit back, wait, be patient, suffer, and pray unto me, you know.
Yeah.
But verse 30, it says, the power of our fathers raised up Yahweh Shai, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. And we are his witnesses of these things, and so is also the Holy Ghost, whom the Most High hath given to them that obey him. When they heard that, they were cut to the heart, and took counsel to slay them. It says, then stood there up one in the council, a Pharisee named Gamaliel, a doctor of the law, head in reputation among all the people, and commanded to put the apostles forth a little space, and said unto them, ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Thaddeus, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who were slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught. So y'all doing the same thing, man. After this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished, in all, even as many as obeyed him were dispersed. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men. See, that's it.
Yep, come. And that's pretty much, the gist of the lesson, man. Hey, you rise up, you do your own thing, you're going to get put down because obviously your agenda is not the Lord's agenda.
Oh.
Okay? But
don't let Spartacus geek y'all man up, man. The gladiator, boys in the hood,
right.
All the psychological warfare they used on us,
right,
to get us to do, or feel and think the way they want us to feel.
Yeah, and that guy may very well be an agent, because he's saying y'all, right?
Mm.
So he may very well be an agent. What to get to basically neutralize other groups who call upon the name of the Lord, that's actually breaking ground with this word. This word, man, doing a hell of a lot more than we could do having a gun, going out there and shooting the KKK, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
So if y'all in that spirit of hastening above your creator, you're going to fall. Any closing statements?
Nah.
All right. With that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, a double honor to the apostles, elders, Zechariah, Millstone, salutations to the Akim. That's out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. Shalom.